this idea of make America great again is offensive. It's very offensive because I know my history. I know the history of the US. I know my history of Latin America. And when I think about what makes our culture, our community, our world great, it's the people who built it. And so if we know history and we know and we connect our history to the enslaved Africans that were taken to our countries, and all of the places that we go to as tourists, these museums and these, these chapels and churches and these plazas all over, built by the hands of indigenous and African peoples. As a Latina, I'm incredibly offensive because we are what makes America great. And how dare you make us feel like que somos menos y que no tenemos valor. It's offensive. It's very offensive and it's very hurtful because when I think about how my parents came as immigrants and everything that our president is trying to do to get rid of immigrants, they built this. We built this. This is ours. And so, as a Latina, you have one of two choices. You can be someone who is poisoned by what is happening in your society, or you can rise up and do good work. You can stay complicit and quiet and do nothing, or dedicate your life to becoming an educator, becoming a doctor, becoming an engineer, becoming a writer, preserving our stories as, storytellers, as historians and painters and musicians. And so as a Latina, when I think about Make America, I can't even take him seriously. I can't even take that seriously because I know what makes America great. We're surrounded by that, Even your teacher, your profesora right now, La Doctora, she's what makes America great. Like, what are you saying? So I can't take him seriously, but I know that I have a responsibility, and you have a responsibility to make our communities great, make sure that our people are great. I believe in that. Next, thank you.
So, I wanted to ask you about some specific instances in your life or in the United States that basically problematized the idea around the American dream.
Go. I'm sorry. You said you wanted to ask me about specific what? You said specific instances.
You didn't hear him?
He said, I want to ask you about specific instances. Ask again.
Instances that you face in your life, or in your life in the States that problematize the idea around the American dream.
Instances that align with the American dream?
The Wi-Fi is acting funny. Hold on for a second.
Yep.
Can you hear us?
I can hear you. It just, his question wasn't clear.
He wanted to ask you for specific instances in your life, in your writing life, in your life. Yeah, he wanted specific instances in your life that problematize the American dream. This, like, if there's some specific instances you can share about your journey as a writer or just living in New York as a daughter of an immigrant, specific experiences that really change this idea of the American dream.
When I came out as a writer and I moved back to New York City after September 11th, I got an amazing job at a huge publishing house in New York. I mean, one of the top publishing houses. And I was working for an editor-in-chief. And I was very excited. Can you hear me? 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 Hello? Hello?
Wait, you know what?
I can hear you.
Hold on for a second.
Yeah.
The connection is bad. Can I hang up and try again? Because we're losing you.
Yep.